Very much the organizers, UNESCO and the government of the Philippines for inviting me to speak in this panel. As I understand, the panel is co-organized by the FOI Advocates Network, and we have three members of the steering committee here: Gilbert, the president, Toby Mando, and myself. Very nice being here to speak. Well, very briefly, let's go to the other slide. I have just two slides. Just a few words of the Access to Information Program. You can read it here. I'm not going to repeat. Just to say, 28th of September 2002, my organization, who is working for 28 years already, was hosted the first FOI litigation conference in the world, and we got participants from civil society from everywhere. So we had America, Africa, Asia, Europe, not Australia, I think, and Oceania at that time. But oh no, we did have Australia actually. So, and in the last day of the conference, there was the decision to create the Right to Know Day. This is the civil society name of this day, which we created, and the FOI Advocates Network. So these two important essentials for the right to information were established at the time. And later on, we were very happy. We were not part of this, but our African colleagues from civil society pushed for UNESCO, and UNESCO adopted as an official universal day for International Day for Universal Access to Information in 2015, and the UN recognized it in 2019. So now we are facing here 10 years from the establishment by UNESCO, and 23 years from the Right to Know Day, the civil society event. So very briefly, well, we are doing a lot. We are focused on access to information. We are delivering legal advice, litigating, doing surveys, analysis, campaigning, doing advocacy, well, everything like that, and networking, of course. So we are working a lot with journalists, NGOs, environmental NGOs, human rights NGOs, Association of the Journalists, and media, helping them to get better access to information when necessary to litigate. We've been participating in some key cases in the European Court of Human Rights, like we gave amicus curiae a brief back in 2016 before the Grand Chamber, when the right to information was recognized as falling under Article 10 of the European Convention of Human Rights. And our brief was joined with Article 9 at that time, and we succeeded. Well, by the way, just in brackets, to say, because yesterday we were talking about climate change, there is an important legal practice of the European Court of Human Rights, because last year in 24, it found Switzerland in a violation of Article 8 of the Convention, saying that when you face climate change, you should also have the obligation as public bodies, because we've heard a lot about what are investigative journalists and NGOs doing on that, but we didn't hear a lot yesterday what are governments doing on that. So the European Court of Human Rights actually found that there is a clear obligation for the country to investigate, to analyze, and to open data to the public about that. We just give on our Right to Know Day 3 types of awards. We have 4 golden keys for a citizen, an NGO, a journalist, and a public body who perform well. Then we have the padlock for one who performs badly, and the twisted key for someone for the most ridiculous or absurd practice or denial. A lot of these awards go every year to environmentalists. For example, I counted in the last 10 years since it became a universal day under UNESCO. So in 2015, we had an environmental group getting the golden key.